welcome back my dear learners to my YouTube channel, The Science Zone. I hope you all are liking my videos, you have subscribed my channel and you are also going to fill my comment box with your nice comments. So today students, we are going to learn this activity. We are going to perform the experiment of neutralization using the phenolphthalein indicator. Here we have the phenolphthalein indicator in the powdered form. This is phenolphthalein indicator which has a pH of 8.2 to 9.8. That means it is basic in nature. Now as we want to use this phenolphthalein in the solution form, so what we are going to do is we are going to take some amount of water in a test tube and then we will add the phenolphthalein indicator and then we will record its color. So here I have taken a little bit of water. This is only your tap water. Now I am going to add some amount of phenolphthalein indicator into it to make it a solution. Let's keep the things aside so that you will be able to see the colors. Okay, so this is your phenolphthalein indicator which we are going to add in this test tube. We are using a powder and hence we are adding it with the help of a spatula. The spatula is the spoon that we use in the chemistry lab. Okay, a small amount we can add, a little more, so that you can observe what is going to happen. We have to keep the indicator airtight so that it should not react with moisture. Now let us mix it with water a little. I can use my finger to hold the test tube. This is the phenolphthalein indicator. It is not completely dissolved. Let us keep it for some time so that the excess particles may settle down. In the meantime, let us take this dilute HCl. 1/4 test tube we have to take dilute HCl. So I am going to use this large test tube to show you the reaction. As I am going to handle the HCl, which is an acid may react with my skin also. Okay, so I am just using this test tube holder. Now I am adding some amount of HCl into the test tube. I have taken this much amount. It is quite enough to see the color change. I have kept HCl aside so that it will not spill. Now I am putting the test tube in the test tube stand. I have this pH paper with me. See, we all know that this HCl that we are using is in diluted form. So this is the pH paper strip. I am using this pH paper strip to see the color change in HCl. I am going to just tilt it a little. Okay. See? Can you see the color change? The strip has become pink in color. A nice pink color has appeared onto the pH paper. Now, we all know that it is dilute. So, we can check the strip with this pH paper pH scale. It is actually the pH scale. It is divided into two halves. This is the complete one. We have numbers starting from 0. Okay, 0 is not given over here. So 1, 3, then we have 5, then we have 6, 7. In the next strip we have 8, 9, 10, 12 and 14. So we are going to just check the color of this strip. It is somewhere between 1 and 3. Do you observe the change? See, it is somewhere between. It is darker than 1 and lighter than 3. Let me do it a little bit sharper. Okay, now it's visible. So it is darker than 1 and lighter than 3. So it is somewhere near 2. Okay, we have the pH value of dilute HCl between 1 and 3. Now I am just keeping it over here. This strip indicates acids and bases. The pH values of acids and bases are indicated in this strip. From 1 to 7, or you can say from 0 to 7 we have acids, and from 7 to 14 we have bases. Now the acids are the acidity increases from 7 to 1 and the basicity increases from 7 to 14. The stronger is the acid, the value will be near 1 or near 0. The stronger is the base, the value will be near 14. The 7 is the number which indicates the neutral solutions. Okay, 7 indicate neutral solutions. We will check our tap water also with the strip and we will observe what is the color change that we see. Let's see whether the tap water which is coming in our taps is neutral or it has some added impurities. I have used up my test tube, so I am going to show you the results with tap water directly from the tap. We have used water from this tap. Let's see. See, this is a little bit green color is there. Can you see the green color? A nice light green color is there, like your cardamom. Let's check it with the pH strip. Is it the same as we have the neutral? Or let's check it with 8 number. I think it's similar to 8 number. Yes or no? That means the tap water that we are using, it is a little bit basic in nature. It's not neutral, but it has some added impurities which are basic. I'm again putting the strip at one side. Let me check the phenolphthalein indicator as well with the pH paper, as we have seen that it was written 8.2 to 9.5, 9.8 sorry. It was written that it has pH range of 8.2 to 9.8. Okay, so let's see whether it gives you the color change or not. This is the test tube which I have used to dissolve the phenolphthalein powder to make it a solution. Now I am inserting this pH paper a little bit and tilting it so that the solution will reach the paper. This test tube is too small and hence the complete paper is not getting inserted. Let us check the color. Still we have got the color. Let us check the color. This is the color that we have got. Do you think it's near to 8 or 9? What does it resembles? 8 or 9? Let's see. We have checked this also, the tap water. Both the colors are a little different from each other. Yes, so it was exactly as 8 number and it has a shade between 8 and 9. So it must be around 8.2. Now we are keeping this also at one side. What else we have with us is the NaOH solution that we have not yet checked. Let us first check the color of the NaOH solution with the help of pH paper. This is our sodium hydroxide solution, which is the base. Now we are inserting this pH paper inside the NaOH. See what a nice purple color we have got. You are able to see the color. It is colorless. It is colorless and we are getting this nice purple color with the pH strip. Let's check. The pH value is near 14. Can you see the color change? It is near 14. So we have got with the results with pH paper. For our distilled water, it was somewhere around 8. Then our pH indicator that we are using, phenolphthalein indicator, it was somewhere around 8, more than 8, 8 and 9 it was between somewhere. We had got this color, nice pink color, the baby pink color we have got with HCl. This is acidic, it is more than 1. And this we have got a nice purple color with our NaOH solution. Okay, if we are going to keep it in this pH scale value, then we are going to keep it like this. Okay, this is acidic, then it is somewhere near neutral, the tap water. Then we have this value of phenolphthalein indicator, and finally we have got our NaOH solution. Okay, these are the results of our solution. Using the pH indicator, we have found out these results. Let's now move back to our experiment. So what we have taken in this test tube, we have taken the phenolphthalein powder, we have added some tap water to make it a solution. We have got this clear solution. So the color of the phenolphthalein indicator is colorless. Now we have taken HCl, dilute HCl. The color of the dilute HCl is also colorless. See, this is also colorless. Now what we are going to add? We are going to add 2 to 3 drops of phenolphthalein indicator into the dilute HCl. We are taking this dropper. With the help of the dropper, I am going to put a few drops of phenolphthalein indicator into the solution HCl. 1, 2, 3. See, I have because the amount of HCl is more, so I have added 6 drops of 6 drops of phenolphthalein indicator. Now I am keeping this dropper at one side because I have used it for indicator. Okay. Now I am going to add some amount of NaOH to it. First, let us stir it. Let's shake it a bit so that it will get mixed up. Now I am going to take another dropper. This is again a clean one, and I am going to take NaOH solution into this. Now I am going to add this solution in the test tube. 1 drop I have added. Can you see this? The color changes. As soon as I add the NaOH, the color changes a bit. A thin line is there. See, nice dark pink color is coming with adding every drop of NaOH. You have to do it with so much patience so that we will get a color change. I have taken some more amount of NaOH in the dropper, and I am keep on adding and stirring the test tube. Keep on adding NaOH and stirring the test tube with every drop. Let every drop come inside, and then we will take some more amount. I am shaking the test tube continuously so that whatever amount of NaOH is coming, it gets mixed with HCl. I think the amount of HCl that we have taken is much more, that's why we are requiring more amount of NaOH. As we are seeing this pink color, we can say that this will be only the final result that we are going to get. See, some amount of NaOH has spilled onto my skin and it's irritating. Whether the acids or bases are there in their concentrated form, they are going to harm our skin. Okay, whether it's acid or base, anything is going to harm our skin if they come in contact directly with the skin. So much I have added, still the color is not coming. I have removed this test tube holder as the test tube is too big and it's not safe to hold this much big test tube with the help of this test tube holder. So I am just doing it like this with the help of my hand. I am going to shake it. One drop. See, it persists. Another drop. It has started persisting for some time. That means the end point is very close. Let's add a few drops and then we will get a result. Very light pink color has appeared. Can you see this? A very light pink color has appeared. Let's add one more drop. See, a dark pink color has appeared now. Now here we can say that it has been neutralized. Okay, the reaction has taken place. Now I am going to add a little bit of HCl to see whether this is going to revert or not. Okay, a very small amount of HCl I am going to add. One or two drops I have added. Okay. Can you see the color change? The solution has again become colorless. Now I am again going to add the NaOH. One drop, another drop, and again I have got the color. Okay. So this is the reaction. As I tend to add NaOH, the color will become darker. That means the basicity will keep on increasing. Can you see this? The basicity will keep on increasing. So with this we have completed the experiment. Now one thing I want you all to know is, as soon as I have started adding the solutions, acid and base have reacted with each other. The color change we have observed, as well as there is this reaction is exothermic. A little amount of heat is evolved. I can feel the heat by touching the test tube. Okay, till the level the solution is there, the test tube is hot. Okay, so with this we have completed the reaction of neutralization. Let us see the results now. So students, these are our observations that we have got from this experiment. We have done this experiment of neutralization. The method is somewhat like this. First we have taken 1/4 of a test tube of dilute HCl, or 1/4 test tube dilute HCl. Then we have saw that the color was colorless. We have taken phenolphthalein solution. We had phenolphthalein powder. We have added some amount of water into it and we observed that it was colorless. This colorless solution, 2 to 3 drops we have added into the HCl and we have again got a colorless solution. Now we have started adding NaOH drop by drop, and as we have added NaOH, we have observed a light pink color. As we move on, tend to add NaOH, the color has started becoming dark pink. Then the dilute HCl, as we have added a few drops of 1 or 2 drops I have added, again the solution had become colorless, and finally on adding NaOH again we have got the pink solution. So with this we have completed the neutralization reaction. We have also seen the pH values with the help of pH paper. So I hope you all have understood the reaction well. All the best and have a safe day. Goodbye and God bless you.